I think is to be free in our choices and to ride in incredible playgrounds. It's to combining my life as a student with my life as an athlete to try to achieve my goals in both areas. A challenge that I still have today with my master's degree in sports. Maybe my coach is the most influential person in my career because I evolved with him since 6 years, and he always knew where to take me to achieve my goals. Yeah, it's like every weeks when there is conditions, of course, but yeah, maybe Monday to Wednesday before each competition. Things. For example, one day we have the jump training. Another day we have this training with our binoculars. Maybe one day freestyle trainings. Yeah, it's changed a lot of something I work a lot to have it, even if it takes like 5, 4, or 7 years. So yeah, I do a lot of physical preparation, um, especially CrossFit, like 4 or 5 times a week. But I do also a lot of outdoor activities in the Alps, mostly in Chamonix. But for example, like hiking, climbing, skateboarding, or also wakeboarding. And about mental preparation, I work with a sophrologist since 3 years. Um, yeah, and during the autumn, and who also follows me during the winter. Thanks to Marie Marty because she was in my crossfight box. So yeah, thanks to her, I think. Normally, I wake up at 8:30 a.m. Not too early for me. Then I go to the CrossFit at like 10 a.m. for a 2 hour session. I go home and have a nice meal. In the afternoon, I take the time to stretch a bit between 2 lessons of my master's degree. I think during my mountains ride, it is knowing how to say no when the risk seems too high. At the start of each season, I try to take part in mountain safety workshops because for me this is the most important part of freeriding, whether you are competing or not. That's why this year I'm taking part in We Mountains Safety Angel program, which combine e-learning and terrain learning to educate people how to ride more responsibly and safely. The competition, I try to focus on what I have to do without changing my line choices, for example. At the start, I begin with by warming up and finish with a lot of breathing exercise, thanks to my sophrologist. In the target, I put a little snow on my neck to wake me up before dropping. So I think the first thing I look at the start and finish and try to find my most obvious line, so I don't get too lost on the right or left. Also, I try to find a minimum of 3 jumps and nice segments where I can show my fluidity, technique, and speed. Um, Normally, we have at the bottom of the face with our binoculars, and we all choose our lines without saying that part for my at my coach. We hiking up at the face, and we go down, and at this time we speak about our technique or jumps. He gives he gives us a lot of exercise. Uh, Maybe for example, he said, Anna, today you do like 3 jumps and that's all, or another things. Yeah, and he always have with him a camera to take video and to have feedback easier. For the most important competition like Verbier, Extreme, but need my coach in competition. So every day I send him pictures, messages to have some advice about my lines. Yeah, yeah. I have a lot of pressure, but I think it's a good pressure because see this adventure as a continuation of the freeride qualifier. So I'm confident in my skills, and I have trained a lot to get to this level. So I can handle the pressure well, I think. Yeah. In junior, we are super accompagné. After in qualifier, then on the tour we are super independent, and I think this is the most different difference between each circus. We enjoy a lot other outdoor activities like climbing or hiking, to be in the mountains, and to take my mind off things with my family and friends. Mm. But to be outside. Say the world of physical preparation and mental preparation because they're where I'm studying for my master. So specifically, but maybe my phone to capture all the good memories. First goal is to make the cut and repeat my dream of taking part in the final of Extreme in Verbier. So like to back up to first place at kicking goals, and I'm hoping for other events. But my biggest dream will be to win the title for sure one day. So I think still competing on the Fair World Tour. Eventually at the Olympic Games, maybe in 7 years. No, yeah, no, 6 years maybe. I don't know. And about my masters, yeah, I want to become a physical preparator. Maybe I want to do some formation about reathletization uh, and also mental preparation. It's pretty cool. Maybe weird for me because since I was kid, my biggest dreams is to compete on the Bec d'Eras at Verbier. So now I have maybe another big dream, go to the Olympic Games. So it's new for me. But yeah, I think all the sports have to change one day. So I think there will be advantage and défaut. On dit défaut. Yeah, disadvantages also. Maybe finish my career at the Olympics. Not new tricks, but biggest cliff for me. Yeah, I don't like a lot of freestyle things, so biggest cliff. This sport, so it's becoming more professional, and I would like to continue to follow my goals by continuing to transmit the good values of sport and safety in the mountains. So it's not specific moments, but I'm super proud to see how I've been able to work on my regularity over the past 2 years. It's thanks to this mindset that I was able to qualify for the Freeride World Tour 24 and get on the podium 5 times in the 5 events on the Freeride World Tour. So to finish third overall. So I think this is the proudest moment. To focus on myself and not on what everyone think about my line, about me. And I have a slogan, yeah, in French at every start. It's vitesse, plaisir, sur les pieds, fuck les autres. The patience is the key to success. I believe that everyone has their place, both men and women, and that the ultimate goal is for us to share the same passion for skiing or snowboarding. And if we want this to continue, we all need to be ecologically and socially responsible when we are in the mountains. This winter, I run at Kicking Horse. There was a lot of bad commentary, but uh, I thought that each commentary was people who never learned snowboard or never did snowboard or skiing. So it's fine, I think. Yeah, I think it's more hurt when it's from my friends or whatever, but it's don't it's fine. Happen. No, because I really don't care about the that commentary. So my skills and I know my experience and yeah, yeah, I really don't care. So no, it's not a motivation for me for sure. Um, Freeriding means it represents real freedom, even in the context of competition. It's a passion for the sport itself, but also for the mountains because without them we couldn't do any of this. Um, Freeriding allows me to travel, meet people, take responsibility, and mostly get to know myself. Yeah, so yeah, having always lived in Chamonix, I started skiing and then snowboarding at a very early age, 8 for snowboarding. So I began with snowcross competitions for 5 years, which helped shape me into a very technical and academic rider. I've always wanted to highlight my qualities of fluidity and technique in my freeride runs. Challenge for me is to progress in other areas, such as air and style, which I had never learned before I started freeride. I would say something to the young Anna. Maybe it's sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. Yeah, there is no there is mistakes, but it's always a learned mistake. You know, ah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, I like it.